Hello everyone and welcome to Hero RC. I'm Robert, and as you can see, I've got my Gen 9 sitting here. I got the tires soaking in my famous foam, sitting on a TO t-shirt so they can drip dry on that. The guys are still hanging out, just chit-chatting, having a couple brewskis, I guess. But further to the right there, I have my Track 6 Mercedes, and as you can see, it's got the seats and everything in it. Dash, pretty nice setup in it. And I'm not going to take it out today, but I will do a night run with my Ecto. I'm going to try it across the expansion I put together and see how it does. The caliche or bent end should be dry enough. But as you can see, I've got metal bumper on it, tow hooks. It's got the same lights in the rear that came with it. I've got rock lights on it. Sound simulator up here in the front, sitting like a motor where a motor should be. I've got a tow hitch on it with a metal bumper, chrome metal bumper. And then, you know, it comes with lights with it already. But I put in the metal bed back here, put the spare tire on it. It's got the roof rack. And I've got the Endura 2.2 B-lock wheels with the tires that I got from Tiger. Okay, this actually, yeah, Rock's Tire is where the tires come from, and they're 1.9s, the same ones that are on the Accent Homemade Fusion and on the Bronco, and they're wrapped around 2.2s. I mean, eventually I'll probably change them out. Then I've actually got some, I don't know if you can see it or not, but I've got brake disc on the inside of this puppy. Then I've got all the metal slide guards on the bottom of it. Let's see, it's got the original electronics. I think this one, when I first got it, I burnt up the motor in it because I didn't have the control set to LiPo, or I had it set to LiPo and I had a nickel battery in it. And that was before I understood all this stuff. But this thing has some really nice detailed lights on it. But I put guards over the lights, and you can see I put the bumper on it, and I think I put the chrome Mercedes bumper in it. I can't remember. But then I've got the winch on it, working winch with the winch guard. And then I put the covers over all the lights, and the headlights, the hood lights, or the fender lights, and then the brake lights in the back have the same thing on them. So this puppy here is probably one of the very first vehicles that I customized. It's in that category. Red Cat was the very first, but Trax is here, I think, is it was in that category too. Oh, and I also have aluminum sliders on it, as you can see there. And I got the ladder there on the side, on the front. But I tell you what, these little light guards, boy, those were heck getting on there. Telling them little bitty screws. My hands are just not made for little bitty screws. I have some big hands. But anyway, oh, and I put chrome door handles on it. And let's see, I told you I changed out the motor once in it. And sound simulator. And I've got let's see, I put a new digital servo in it from Gimmel, Gammon, however you say that. I don't know if you can see that or not up under there. Right in there with the red servo horn. Then I put the red extension arm or a steering arm on it. And now if you look, I don't know if I got it turned there, you could probably see the disc brake in there. If I can get that light just right in the front. Anyway, got those on there. So like I said, this thing is pretty decked out and pretty heavy. It definitely needs a fusion in it for sure. So I'll get all that figured out, but I am going to take it on a run maybe tomorrow as is. Just slap a battery in it and throw me a driver in it. This is Mr. T's vehicle. Oh, and you can see I got the window cut out. Did a crappy job doing that, but it didn't mess with the integrity of the vehicle. I just need to sand down the edges a little bit more. But like I said, tonight I'm going to take the Ecto out on a night run and see how it does over the extension or the expansion or the new expanded part of the course. So I will see you on the flip side. Hello everyone, and welcome to Hero RC. We're fixing to have another night run. Tonight I will have my Ecto out. And first we're going to do a little trailing and close some doors on some things. It's a busy day today. I mowed, I cooked, and I entertained, and now I'm fixing the night crawl. Busy day. One of the reasons why I'm out, I want to see how the Ecto does on the new part of the course that I added. It should be ready for action. But just in case, I brought out one of the better crawlers to get over it. So if it's not ready, we won't tear up things too bad, because that lime has to harden pretty good before you can start driving across it. It was pretty wet when I put it out there, so it should be pretty dry right now. I tell you what, this Ecto doesn't get in a hurry for anybody. First, we're going to head over to my little building here, and I'm going to shut the door. I don't want any critters roosting or hanging out overnight in there, because I may not open the door for a few days and they will die in there. I had a cat trapped in my work building. I even left the door open for him to get out, and he still did not come out. He wound up tearing a hole through the vent, the air vent at the top of the garage door. I mean, he chewed his way through that aluminum and jumped out of there. He got out the most destructive way he could. Tore up everything in there, knocked stuff over. I got a window in there, had curtains. He tore the curtains down. He was all over my car, my truck. And why he didn't come out when I had the door open, beyond me. Fear, I don't know. Alright, I'm going to close this door here. So, un momento. Okay, here we go. Back at it again. Alright, got the throttle turned up a little bit. Let's see, I gotta close the door at the garage. Close the gate. And like I said, I'm mowed today, so I didn't put the cover on my mower, so I like to flip the seat down on it. Okay. We sat out on the patio today. My son came over and my grandson. His wife didn't come. She wasn't feeling well. So I slapped some New York strips on the grill. Angus, which didn't taste like Angus. My son thought they were good, but they were kind of tough to me. So I think the next time we do steaks, it'll be ribeye. The best New York strips you can get now are Kansas City. But we were sitting on the patio back here, and guess what we were watching? Yeah, there's so many videos. Hero RC, baby. That I don't have time to go through and like and subscribe. Me just rambling, like I always do. Back to the action. Make him around here. This one has a little whine to it too. It's an Ecto. The Ecto product. See if I can keep this one in the frame. Go all the way out there to the street like we did before. Alright, you're not gonna park in the garage. Come on back here. He's going like he's gonna park in the garage. This gate closed. Should have paused it, but I didn't. Shut the pony down for tonight. See, this one has got the large dual speaker sound simulator in it, and it's calibrated perfect to the vehicle. Sometimes the ESC and the Fusion gets a little bit ahead of it, but for the most part, it was great. Turned up that throttle a little bit, and it's got a little bit better speed. Now we're just going to take her over the courses. I have to go over Foxtrot Bridge and Bedrock Bridge, of course, to get to it. First, well, I think I might do it. I didn't put my lights up. Maybe I can do that real quick. Alright, running up the road. Her gimbal twisting every which way. Ground is still pretty soft. We had a crazy rain the other day, so I didn't get to mow all of the runoff, just the part closer to my house. The runoff was still pretty wet. Alright, I'm gonna pause and go down here and try to fix these lights. See you on the flip side. Boom, baby. Alright, here we go. Simulator didn't cut off. That's a sign of a low battery, I think. We'll see. If we have to change it, we'll change it. Yeah, the ground is still super soft. Those stakes went in the ground like butter. Like the ground was butter. Or peanut butter. Yeah, I enjoyed having my son and my grandson over. I don't see them very often. Grandson is a student in school. He's an athlete, all-around athlete. He'll be 13 this year. He'll be going to middle school. High school scouts are already checking him out. So he's got both going for him. He's an intellectual and he's athletic. So that's pretty awesome. Proud of it. And I'm proud of my son for doing such a good job with it. Me and my son, we were both athletes, and we just didn't do anything with it, unfortunately. Alright, here's where we see what the vehicle is made of. It did not get over as easy as none of them have done it as easy as the Gen 9. There we go. A little bit of zigzag and slipping and sliding. We got it. I think one thing the Gen 9 has going for it is the weight. And no, I don't think I put anything in the tires. I just think it's the weight of the vehicle itself, and the tires are pretty decent. I think these are the original tires that came on the Ecto Generals, I think they're called. So we're going to take it around to the added on part. Let's see what it does. Let's see how challenging this part of the course is. And as you can see, this incline isn't much of an incline, but it's steeper than anything I have. And you don't have a lot of turning room here. I could have made it a little bit bigger, but this adds to the challenge, I think. It's pretty steep. Got it standing straight up, almost. See how it does. A little gas there. It wants to. There we go. It did it. Of course, the ascent isn't that bad. But you gotta come down and make a turn without running into the wall there. And then maybe articulate a little bit over some rocks there. Didn't quite make that turn. You see, I'm gonna have to put some stakes in these bricks right here, because that's gonna be a part where if you don't make that turn, you're gonna run into them bricks. So I'm gonna put some stakes in those. A lot of the ones that are just straight on a straight line, I don't have to put stakes in them. It's just where the turns are. Did good. Alright, we're gonna go back around. Get a better angle. And we're going to go back up over Bedrock Bridge the opposite way. Yeah, this is going to be perfect for when it's too hot, or if I had a busy day and I can't get out here. It's just going to work out perfect. Pumpkin got caught. Oh! And this one has a fusion in it. I'm not sure if it's the 800 or 1200. This is one of my undocumented vehicles. And I just cannot get my wife to get out here. She has no desire to pick up a remote. I think I got her out here once for about maybe 5 minutes. She does not care for it at all. The money part, yeah, but actually getting out here doing it, nah, she don't care for it. But I love it. I mean, I've always been a vehicle guy, so. Not bad. Take it around over this little bridge here to the right. Hadn't named it yet. And then we're going to go over Shovel Bridge and see how it does. This Ecto is nice. Nice vehicle. Probably could use some better tires and a little bit more weight. Okay, let's get a better angle. Alright, here we go. Looks like Crawler Canyon up there on the TV. See how this zoom will work on this thing. Yeah. That's Crawler Canyon. Alright, back to Hero RC. See how these tires do on this incline. It's kind of steep. No problem. And see, I think this is where lighter weight makes a difference. It doesn't have that. You got some decent tires, not a lot of weight. Doesn't take a lot of force to pull it up. So either way, it's cool to me. I would have liked to have seen a little slipping and sliding there, honestly. So I'll go back in and make me a little drink and kick back and watch this video until I fall asleep or until my legs go to sleep or something, and then I'll go finish in bed watching it. I know I smell like a barbecue grill, so first stop is definitely going to be the shower. Alright. Told my wife I was going to go out and find some places to crawl. She says, you already got a lot of rocks back there. Yeah, but it's all about advertising, you know what I mean? Putting my name out there. People seem to like adventures, and that's what gets people's attention. Let's see if we could side hill this puppy. Let me step out of the course. Okay. Yeah, that button is just too small, and I'm half blind to begin with. I mean, I had an eye exam done this past summer, and they said I was 20/20, but I need reading glasses. I cannot see the computer screen clearly without reading glasses. So, and I tried to explain to her I struggled to see those letters during that test. And my vision, once I put the reading glasses on, are just so much clearer. I'm up to 175 strength glasses now. I think before I get to 200, I'm gonna just get me some glasses. I don't need bifocals. I'm farsighted. Is what I'm gonna diagnose myself with. All right. Swing around this tree. So far, so good. A little slippage there, not much. Got to keep it over the higher points of the shovel. And there you have it. Well, you know what? We can't go in until we do Pride Rock. Got to do Pride Rock. Fusion just cruising along. It's the way I like it. See what the drag brake does, no problem. See that rear end lift up? Yeah, I'm a tired puppy today. These last 2 days have just been, last 3 days, I've been very busy. I'm supposed to be off, relaxing, taking it easy. Well, working on the fence and taking it easy. And I've been busy without even working on the fence. Alright, let's get a different angle here. Alright, here we go. Different angle over Pride Rock. As you know, the Gen 9 did it like it was eating a bowl of churros. What that analogy meant, I have no idea. I should have said he probably could have did it while eating a bowl of Cheerios. Because that vehicle, look at that. Look at the flex. With some desert lizards on it, that back tire would not be off the ground. It is off the ground, but great articulation. Could be better though. but doesn't need to be. No problem. Ecto in the house. Alright. We're going to go under Shovel Bridge and take it in. I'm going to go shut my TV off on the patio. Then I'm going to go into my studio and watch this video. But we're going to wrap this one up first. Alright, bring it under Bedrock Bridge, baby. I noticed that these simulators, they pause after the ESC not getting that signal for a few seconds, and my lights keep going off and on. Gotta get that figured out. Probably just a poor connection. I've had this Ecto for several years, going on several years at least. So, you know, after a while, the wiring and all of that stuff gets a little shoddy. And I have tumbled this puppy quite a few times when I first got it, because it didn't have the fusion in it, for one thing. But I think that reedy motors are pretty good. I've been planning on putting that reedy motor in something else. I'm not sure what yet. And there you have it, the Ecto over Hero RC at Foxtrot Crawler Course, or vice versa. Alright, let's get this puppy on in here. Let's call it a day here after getting a nice little relaxing drink, a nightcap. I just wanted to get a different angle of it coming up the stairs there. This is actually a ramp that you use on your truck to unload stuff. Lawnmowers, bikes, whatever. I don't need them. Now I got those before I bought a trailer. Alright folks, there you have it. The Ecto here at Hero RC. Much more to come. And people, take care of yourselves.